Get ready for the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending your And they're down a star player. Who knows how long that'll continue. Tough to compensate, to say the least.
They're weathering a big absence. Their best player out of the lineup, but it's a chance for the others to step up.
So here are the Jazz starting five. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Kobe Bryant. And it's Wembanyama in at the five. And for San Antonio, Jeremy Sohan out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's Castle. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Bassey in at the center position. And Grant, for each of these teams, wins have been tough to come by lately.
No doubt. That creates a little bit of added pressure, too. So the last thing a struggling team wants to do is lose to an opponent in the same situation.
Fox for three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Bryant outside. Siakam the screen. Oh, nice shot by Bryant.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Well, getting a good offensive player a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
Now here's Fox. Pulls up, high post. Good as the jump shot falls.
Smart play by Fox. If you can't find penetration, take what you can get.
And now we'll go to Ali LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Greg Popovich.
He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Ali, thank you. Hits the trifecta. Bryant's got his second bucket on the night.
Clarkson scans the floor and is able to see the widest opening they have.
Stan, how do you think the Utah Jazz have fared with a relatively young squad?
Well, Brian, I'd say admirably. It's not easy to be the less experienced team figuring things out all the time, but they continue to grow and work and get better.
Shot clock at 2. The shot by Sohan, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Johnson, he's checked in for Sohan. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Utah. And it's Utah with the ball. Bryant on the drive. And then Bryant with the dunk.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Now here's Fox, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Clock at 4. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Utah leading. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Johnson passes to Vassell. They double him with Bryant. Here's Bassey to the right side. Castle for 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, when the three ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
Fox against Mitchell. Pass to Bryant. Wembanyama, screen on Vassell, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
Edwards, he's checked in for Clarkson. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. The Spurs, second.
Well, last year they were an excellent passing team. They want that to continue into this year.
Vassell against Edwards. Vassell left side. Here's Paul. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Paul entered the league with an already developed game, but then he made his jumper pure.
Mitchell, the pass to DeRozan. The three from Wembanyama. Sinks it from distance. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Edwards against Vassell. Inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Johnson.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Utah grabs the miss. There's 31 seconds left now in the first quarter. DeRozan passes to Edwards. And Chris Paul clears it away. San Antonio has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Johnson. Rebound, Utah. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Wembanyama, screen on Vassell. It's Edwards with a
Wow!
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Utah ahead, leading by just 2. Quarter number 2 coming up right. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
So the Jazz 5 right now. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Bryant in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Paul passes to Sohan. Down low. The kick out to Paul. The 3 is up. Kessler with a rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And the call will be against John Collins. That's his first foul. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Greg.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And there's a pick. Ball against Clarkson. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
The defense gets in Paul's business, but his instincts are just too good. He's still able to get off his shot and draw the foul.
And San Antonio making a change here. Mamukelashvili's checked in. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter out here, too.
Good-looking guy.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. For San Antonio, Bassi comes in for Mamukelashvili. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Champagnie. Utah leading by 4. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team put me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Edwards, a pass to DeRozan. On the wing, Clarkson. Over Fox. Kicks it out to Clarkson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, Clarkson's one of those guards who's really good working on the inside.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Jazz.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Yeah, they've also started out on fire from mid-range. We'll see if they continue to that approach as the game goes on.
Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Chris Paul. Castle can't cash it in from close range. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah, leading by 5. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
We'll stand former second-round pick Jordan Clarkson. He's averaged double-digit scoring every season.
Yeah, Brian, he's done it primarily as a 6th man. He actually already ranks among the top 10 in all-time points scored off the bench, and he's still moving up the ladder.
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. 11 feet out. Fox gets it to go inside.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Here's Clarkson. And a two-handed jam.
On the attack, Jordan Clarkson.
Spurs trail by 9. 1:10 left in the first half. Three-pointer, Fox. Utah grabs the miss. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them. Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Clock at 6. Got it. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
This second quarter, he's been much better, improving over that slow start.
And it's Clarkson missing. The Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. To the middle. Here's Fox. Can't hit that one. Now Clarkson. Give him 8 points now. Lets the 3 fly. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Utah ahead, up 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the San Antonio Spurs.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Let's look now and see how teams stack up across the league. It's our latest power rankings.
Looking at San Antonio, they are hurting. What's that saying? It's always darkest before the dawn? Well, it must be in the middle of the night over there because it's dark. It's real dark right now.
Yeah, time for somebody to light a spark for them.
Spark, they need a flamethrower, Ernie.
My bad. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Jazz leading by 7. We've got Devin Vassell. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Bassi in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. You look at Wembanyama, such great timing and instincts. He's the best shot blocker in the league right now. And of course, Walker Kessler, this guy's a tremendous rim protector.
The way these two guys patrol the floor, it's impressive. It changes how the offense attacks, especially inside.
Pass to Sohan. 13 feet out. Clarkson grabs a miss. Clarkson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Jeremy Sohan. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Spurs on D. They trail by 7. Here's DeRozan. A big DeRozan jam.
Well, that's why you run set plays, to get DeRozan that space he needs to go to work.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Puts it up. Castle misses.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Clarkson. Count it. And now it's an 11-point Utah lead.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Fox.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end. Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Mitchell's checked in for Siakam. Utah leading by 9. On the wing, Bryant. He's guarded by Vassell. 2 points. That one goes. Bryant's got 11 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks.
Right there, Fox using his length to do damage inside.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament. That's rare for any freshman. The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Hits a three-pointer. He's got 13.
And a quiet first half from distance, didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
And the basket by Castle.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points, closer in to the hoop.
Mitchell, the pass to DeRozan. There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter of the game. Misses in close. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. Kept alive. To the wing, right side. Here's Castle. Give him 8. Here's Bassi. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
DeRozan outside. Pass to Wembanyama. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Can't connect from short range. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 13-5 run. To the paint. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Clarkson. Buries it down low. Clarkson's got 15 points.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Pass to Castle. Wembanyama with some nice D. Utah leading by 5. Clarkson outside. Now here's Wembanyama. Here's the screen by Bryant. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Fox. 11 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. San Antonio again can't hit. And so it's the Utah Jazz closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Taking a look at the Jazz. We've got Pascal Siakam, Mitchell out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's DeMar DeRozan, and it's Collins in at the center position.
If you get open, Paul will find you. Chris has the best vision in the game.
All right, let's send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Pascal Siakam.
Guys, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Utah. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. Initially, a return to the floor was in question, but now that's been answered with a resounding yes. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
Paul passes to Mamukelashvili. Now Johnson. To the inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Mamukelashvili's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you want to stop Johnson, but he figures out a way to hurt you with the pass.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. For the Jazz, Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Collins. Bryant comes in for DeRozan. And Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Mitchell. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, "We're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that." To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Outside Johnson. Here's Paul. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one's on Clarkson.
Well, he's been playing this game a few years now, so CP3 knows how to draw contact and get to the line.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And you can't overlook all their points at the foul line, getting into the body and making the officials blow the whistle.
De'Aaron Fox has checked in for San Antonio.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
And that one's good. Clarkson.
Well, no doubt Clarkson can score the ball. Defense having a lot of trouble with him.
Now here's Fox. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against the Kings, that should be an interesting one. Early in the season, both teams will still be working out the details.
Bryant outside. Clarkson for three. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. And now it's a 9-point Utah lead.
And Clarkson can drain them with ease from that range. No problem for him on that three.
Fox, the pass to Sohan. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Utah's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And the Jazz lead by 12. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Wembanyama screen. It's Siakam with the drive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
Utah making a switch here. DeRozan is checked in. He hits the second from the line. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Fox. Yes, sir! Fox finishing.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
Utah leading by 11. Clarkson outside, inside. Siakam, no good for the Spurs. This one not looking good. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Clarkson outside. Ooh, poked away. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Mitchell's checked in for Utah. A minute 29 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Bassi. Vassell with it. Fox deciding where to go with it. Clarkson grabs a miss. Clarkson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Jazz.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jordan Clarkson.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Here's Vassell. Tipped away. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bryant. And he makes it. And the Jazz lead by 15.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Mitchell against Vassell. Clarkson for three. Drops in the three. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jordan Clarkson.